It's time for the Rap Life Review. Nadeska, Low, and me, Ebro. I'm your host. We're here every week. So Barbz, check in. Let's get it on. New music out that y'all should check for, the MoneyBagg Yo, GloRilla. I love how GloRilla is pacing. I don't know if y'all, obviously she's had the hits already, but this newest record with MoneyBagg Yo, I love it. And I like how she's taking her time. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, she had the big hits. And normally when you have a big hit like that out of the box, it's tough to continue to follow up.
Yeah.
But she's had 2, and I think she might be approaching 3. I think this is a good look. And big from Memphis, too, MoneyBagg Yo being from Memphis. Hit Boy and Offset. You were really excited about this record, Low.
Yeah. Hit Boy sent it to me a couple weeks before it came out, before the new year. And he was just like, listen, man, I'm just really good. Starting to focus on this rap thing a little bit more. I got a lot of things on tuck. And this was one of the first records he shared with me, and it was just very, Miami, Uncle Luke inspired. Offset did what he had to do, but it's a fun record, very, very short, very to the point. The video's fun, so, it's not too many bad things to say about this record. It's just a solid, solid party joint, and I'm looking forward to see what Hit Boy, how progressive he's gotten with the lyrics, so.
Are you guys up on BabyTron from Detroit?
No.
You should be. Premier top 10 in Apple Music. And if you out there are not up on BabyTron, look for it. Got a record with Corday, Babyface Ray, Rico Nasty, Lil Yachty, and more on the project, but good debut for a new artist.
Okay.
And Detroit's got a scene. We're continuing to see Detroit deliver artists out of there. So definitely look for BabyTron. So let's get into it. Coachella lineup. How you guys feel about it? Have you looked at it? Do you give a damn?
Yeah, of course. Frank Ocean's going to be headlining. I've been waiting like 10 years for him to do this.
So you got your plane tickets?
Nah, that's the problem. I'm not going. There's no way I'm going to Coachella. But the last couple years I was there, I think he was supposed to actually show up, and then things got rescheduled.
Okay.
So this is unfortunate for me. Unless, shall we all go? You've been out there, right? For the
I've
past...
been. I didn't go. I haven't
been
last year or the year before.
I don't think Coachella is really your scene, right?
I've been.
Not for him. I feel like Low.
Oh, Low. Yeah, no.
It's a little too West Coast.
No, no team trips for my scene.
Yeah, there are no Tims at
no,
Coachella.
There's no Tims.
So
you can't wear your Tims.
I can't wear Tims?
You definitely sweat out your fitted. That fitted is sweated out.
Okay, well, it's not for me. That's why I told him stream. You can stream it up, right? Or I could just watch it on the internet.
Definitely not going to wear it. You probably won't wear any Nike Tech. It's too hot for that.
I probably have a white tee on.
Air Force Ones is donezo.
So I'm not going.
Yeah, it's not really.
You'd have to wear all black Air Force Ones.
No, that's like a
committed crime.
That's a convicted felon attire. Yeah, we don't do those.
So you're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
So yeah, Coachella not for you.
No.
But
lineup looks good though.
Now, Nadeska, you actually worked at Coachella before, though. Am I recalling that correctly?
Yeah, for a couple years before the pandemic, I was co-hosting the live stream.
So are you gonna watch the live stream this year and check out Frank Ocean that way?
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate. I haven't seen him live in so many years. I think I saw some of Frank Ocean's very, very first performances, like New Orleans, like back in the day. And it's been a few years now, so I'm sad that I couldn't make it for this. But I will check out the stream. The rest of the lineup looks good. Bad Bunny, obviously huge. I haven't seen him live. Blackpink, super huge.
Bad Bunny
group,
live's
so.
a movie. It's gonna be a situation.
Metro, Pusha, GloRilla.
When I saw Metro Boomin tweet Metro and Friends.
Well, we know what that is.
All the cameos from the album.
Yeah, just look at that.
You think they're all showing up?
Well, I don't know if The Weeknd's showing up to be a cameo in Metro's set, but
21
is probably going to be there.
He does. I bet you The Weeknd
so?
does.
You're going to get at least 4 or 5 people from that.
So
from
you
that
guarantee?
album.
What are you guaranteeing? Future?
Future. 21, of course. Travis. I think Travis pops back out.
Don Toliver,
definitely. ASAP.
Rocky pops out.
Rocky has that track, second to last track. And maybe The Weeknd.
So let's get into, Jason Lee, the Jason Lee Show on Revolt, new program on Revolt, a podcast show, Revolt doing a similar blueprint to what they did with Drink Champs and Carisha, right? Jason Lee comes out the box, the big interview with Cardi B. Did you check it out, Nadeska?
Yeah, we definitely saw some of the clips. So where should we start? With WAP?
Okay.
Not being submitted for a Grammy. Look, I know artists make that decision sometimes for a multitude of reasons. A lot of times we don't get explanations, so I was surprised to hear that she didn't submit that song just because she didn't want to deal with the internet.
Really?
Talking if she potentially won. I don't feel like that's a good enough reason to not submit a record that was that big.
Well, that record did get a lot of backlash politically and on the internet and from, her counterparts. But I think it's very sad that she can't or won't be able to celebrate her success if she had if she had one. And I feel like...
Well, she has Grammys, right?
No, I know. I'm just...
She's won
Yeah,
before.
I'm speaking just like particularly for this song because of how polarizing it was. But I think it's unfair that, you know, she has to have that mindset that she can't celebrate a song that was actually very, very big for her. And for her not to submit it, she's cheating herself. And I think that, you know, I think she owes it to herself to celebrate her success, you know, alongside Megan.
She is an artist. I think people got to remember that the Cardi B we know today started very much on Instagram. So she is an artist that her whole trajectory has been based on social media responses, her going after people coming after her. It's almost like a symbiotic relationship between her and whoever the ops are on Instagram, right? And I think to some degree, you know, it's going to kind of make her break her, right? Because and here we are again, because this isn't the first time that she's said that the internet has, because of the internet, I decided to or not to do something.
Caused her distress.
And I think until she can separate her artistry and her creativity and her person away from that energy and just block out the noise, those are the things that can also pull you back into a bad place.
Yeah.
Cardi also talked about a potential collab with Rihanna.
If Rihanna sent you a song and said hop on it, would you do it?
Of course.
Okay.
But like when it comes to Rihanna though, like it's more than like just a song thing to me. Like I really look up to Rihanna because like she just made like such the right moves to their career. Like a lot of people don't make the right moves for their career and for their legacy, and she has made everything. Like that's somebody that is like I look up to, like, for real.
I find it hard to believe Cardi B at the level she's at would talk about a potential collab with Rihanna and it not already be recorded.
He asked her,
yeah. She didn't hint at it.
Yeah.
He asked her. He said, if Rihanna sends you a record, are you going to do it? And she, of course, jumped at the opportunity. But it wasn't...
But even the question feels like it's
setup?
leading, right? Like, of course.
well, if it wasn't...
Like, what artist is going to be like, yeah, nah, Rihanna sent me a record, yeah, nah, I'm cool.
They can respond with if it makes sense.
Nah, bro, when would it not?
That would be disrespect, I think,
How?
in that case. Who would turn down a Rihanna collaboration?
I'm not
because
saying,
it didn't make sense?
No, I didn't say, I'm saying if the record makes sense for both of us. Like sometimes you can't just jump at a record because
Sometimes, but like in
Bro,
this situation,
Rihanna
I'm just
sends
saying, bro.
Cardi B a song.
then we're getting the album, I would hope. Right?
We're getting, well, it could be for Rihanna's project, right? Because I'm sure Rihanna, before she gets to the Super Bowl, I'm assuming she's going to put out new material, something.
I'm sure that album.
Or maybe it's the day of. Maybe she performs the hits at the Super Bowl and
Drops a single or an
or
album.
something after.
Yeah. I would love to see it happen. And then you also got to look at how she spoke about Rihanna, about how she looks up to her. You know, she makes her feel like a little girl and like she's just like her blueprint, this, that, and the third. So I think there's a lot of pressure if Rihanna does send her a record and she wants to make sure that whatever comes of it makes sense, it's tip-top condition, and it represents who they both are and how cohesive they can be. So I think there's a lot of pressure when Rihanna says, hey, I got something for you. I'd be like, yo, if it makes sense for me and her.
You would not be saying if it makes sense to me, bro.
All right,
Come on.
bro, I'm sorry.
That's why the Barbz be coming for you. You just
on,
be
man.
saying anything.
Because if Rihanna sends me a record, that's
Yeah,
why they
'cause
hate
you
me?
You would
saying,
think about it, you're like,
bro.
let me think about this for a week and hit you
Hang
back.
on,
No, you
hang on,
wouldn't.
Riri.
No, you
I'm not
wouldn't.
sure.
Yes, I would say if it made sense.
We're
yeah.
not talking about a Nicki t-shirt. We're talking about Rihanna.
Got it. But that also brings us to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And Rihanna being at the halftime, in which Apple Music is the halftime sponsor, just put out that commercial on Friday, saying it's said to be some of the most engaged with content ever released by Apple Music. And I find it very interesting that they used the song "Needed Me."
Why? That's one of her best songs.
It played perfect because it feels like she's talking to the NFL.
That's exactly what. That's exactly.
Remember,
no,
she supported Kaepernick.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
So you think that was a shot?
Of course.
I love it.
It better be a
I
shot.
love it.
All that was a nice talking point because yes,
I don't think nobody covered it.
it probably went over
I
a lot
saw
of people's
nowhere other than right here on the Rap Life Review, which is why we're here, pointing out that Rihanna has taken a shot across the bow.
It might have.
You needed me.
It might have went over people's heads, but I guess we're here to make it very clear.
You needed me. Rihanna at the Super Bowl, the Apple Music halftime show is going down. Before we, is that the last thing we got? I think that's the last thing we got.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Donald Glover.
Oh, yeah, Childish Gambino, not retired officially.
Who gives a
Okay.
Did you really think he was really retired?
Damn.
Y'all thought he was retired, man?
Hold on.
I didn't even know, bro.
That's how you
Exactly.
feel?
Nobody
it's
gave
not.
a about Childish Gambino's retirement,
Don't
bro.
say that. Don't say that. I just didn't know. I just thought
Because you didn't care. When it was announced, you didn't
I like
care.
his music, but
I love him.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he was retired.
I just thought
So
he
the
was...
fact that he unretired is a nothing
He
burger.
didn't unretire. I just thought he was... All right.
Now, let's wrap
Okay.
with Low and the Barbz. What happened here, Nadeska? Please explain.
Oh, me? I'm explaining?
Yes.
All right. I guess Lowkey was just doing his internet thing. He shared a list of items. I just want to point out, it's not like he tweeted at Nicki. It's not like he tweeted just about Nicki.
Thank you for coming to
You
my
know who else
defense.
got some heat? A Boogie. Apparently, artist you think is overrated. But we know that he loves Jeezy. He likes Tyler. He relates to Wale, which I think is a whole
We're going to
episode
dig
by
into
itself.
that, too. We're going to dig into that.
But yeah, so artists I dislike Nicki Minaj. Like, I feel like this beef has been running for far too long.
But
Is
see,
this-
here's the thing.
That's where does it say I'm beefing with her? Where
No.
does it say we have beef?
No,
This-
see? You
Where
see,
does
how,
it
you
say-
see what you're
no,
doing right now?
ask me
But
what
you
you're
see
doing
what
right
you're doing
now.
right now.
Look
You
what
see
you're
what
doing
Let me
right
change the
now. Look what you're
vocabulary.
doing. Look what you're doing.
See what you're doing?
I
Getting
feel like-
defensive.
I feel like
Just tell me where it says I
your
have beef.
You're
disdain.
attacking.
Your disdain for Nicki.
I'm attacking her?
Yeah, you're attacking the situation right now.
okay.
You're in attack
Okay.
mode. I want you
Okay.
to chill out.
All right.
The whole tweet storm started because
storm?
a storm started not even about hip hop, right? It wasn't even about hip hop.
Okay.
Low was challenged by another Twitter person to take this into hip hop.
Okay.
So the convo, I read the thread. It wasn't even about.
It was about cities.
It was about cities.
Oh, you did your
So
research.
if you were to
Okay.
go cities I dislike, cities I think are overrated, is how the thing started.
and you changed it to
Somebody
music.
challenged him.
Somebody challenged me.
Let's make this about rap.
Got it.
Low was like, say less. New podcast with Kaz and Rosie out now. And then jumped in and put Nicki in there. Come to find out, Nicki blocked Bro like a decade ago on Twitter.
Yeah. Is that why you still dislike her, or is that before she blocked you?
I'm not gonna get into reasons why I dislike her. I just said it right then and there.
Okay.
And we're just gonna leave it at that.
And then the Barbz found your email address.
Well, my email address is public.
What? Why? Okay.
al-
Well,
yeah, it's
that's
always-
another
it's always
thing.
been
All
public.
right.
For booking.
So,
Yeah, it's always been public.
That's
Okay.
Low, man. The party starter.
So that's literally what happened.
Okay.
And if you look at if you look at the thread or anything, you don't see me disrespecting the fan base. You don't
And
see
by
me.
dislike, you're not even talking about her talent.
I'm talking about the whole conjunction of her.
Got it.
I just
But
dislike
not
her.
specifically to her rap skill.
No. I mean, I don't like every song she's put out.
Of course
but,
not. You don't have to.
Yeah, but someone.
But
says,
you're not saying she's a bad rapper.
I'm not saying that at all. Because someone said, she killed Monster. I'm like, yeah, she had the best verse on that.
That's right.
So I didn't say anything negative about, well, she can't rap. Last album, I didn't say none of that.
Because
I
you
said,
love her as a rapper.
I do love her as a rapper.
Yeah.
I just dislike her.
As a human being.
Two things can be true.
Yes.
And
That's a fact.
that's exactly what happened. And
He was really trying to clarify here. He wants to make sure
no,
he gets
yeah,
every detail straight.
there's artists I dislike. There's a lot of artists I dislike.
So can we talk about Wale now?
Yeah, what about him?
Like, what is it that you relate to Wale about?
I mean, I think he's a Virgo, so our emotions are very
So
similar.
it is an emotional thing. I knew it.
You knew it was.
All right,
It had
well,
to
so
be.
that's
I
it.
have no problem
That's
saying
it.
that.
There was
Yeah.
nothing else.
I
Just
relate to his
emotion.
music.
Wale's your boy, too.
Yeah, it's my guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
So when you guys are potentially going through some emotional things, maybe it's September, it's your birthdays, nobody said happy birthday or promoted whatever.
No, some
Do you
surprise-
guys get together and text one another?
No,
and
we
talk,
don't. We
Talk
don't.
this through?
I just said when you take person I most relate to, then that's a different story. That's artists. So when I listen to his music, I connect
You said it's
a
September.
lot. That's why I said artists. It says
They said
artists,
Virgos,
it says
man. I was
artists
trying to-
I relate to, not persons.
Oh, got it,
okay.
got it.
All right. So you get it now?
But you relate to his music, not him as a human.
More so music, but there are similar situations that we've
You put
experienced.
yourself in.
Yeah.
Due to emotional.
Yeah. But great dude. Great
Yeah.
dude.
That's this week's Rap Life Review. For Low and Nadeska, I am Ebro. We'll be here every week. Make sure you subscribe to the Rap Life playlist available on Apple Music, and make sure you add it too. You got to add it. So that way when it updates, you get all the music. And please subscribe here to this conversation.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Rap Life Review. If you enjoyed what you saw, just show us that it's real. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment so we can hit you back on next week's episode.